Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, John Richardson, Joe Wilkinson, Rosie Jones, Phil Wang, Dr. John Cooper Clark, Susie Dent, Rachel Riley, and your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, a show all about letters, numbers and conundrums. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up, it's team captain John Richardson. John Richardson is like catnip for pensioners. Seriously, watching this, I bet your nana hasn't been this wet since you got stuck in the walk-in bath.
Unfortunately, John, he's going to have to say that again.
OK, and John's teammate, Rosie Jones. Rosie has cerebral palsy. Well, either that, or she's the greatest character comedian ever. Talk about committing to a bit.
I did one gig, it went well, and here we are.
Up against them this evening, guest team captain Joe Wilkinson. You know those documentaries about killers where the neighbours say, he seemed like such a normal bloke, he just kept himself to himself? Well, Joe's neighbours won't be saying that about Joe. Because they'll never find Joe's neighbours.
We might have to cut that bit.
And joining Joe tonight, it's Phil Wang. Phil says he hates standing ovations. Well, Phil, I saw your last show. I think you'll be all right. OK. John, have you got a lot of enemies?
Oh, yeah. I don't really realise how many until I leave the house. And they're all bloody popping off like whack-a-mole. My personal enemies... Anyone who's ever said stick to comedy. The minute you tweet about anything else, stick to comedy, mate. Fine if you say that to everyone who does anything outside of their profession. Like, if you see a greengrocer in the pub and you're like, where's all that bloody cabbages, Gary? Whoever invented the teddy grab machine, enemy of mine. I hope that when they die, their coffin is getting lifted to the grave. And just keeps getting near and then dropped.
John, you've been complaining about teddy grabbers. Those are literally my hands. Everything I try to get.
Joe, if you're stressed,
Yeah.
how do you relax?
I think the way I like to relax is what I do is I like to buy a packet of 3 Scotch eggs, right? And I'll eat one and I'll throw the other 2 at cyclists. I believe that's why I'm no longer allowed to watch the Tour de France.
Phil, it says you're a bit of a foodie. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Ass, baby! No, that's ass. Ass is just what I call what I call ham, because technically it is the ass of the pig. I call ham. I love a bit of ass. Ass and cheese sandwich. Ass and pea soup. My mum makes an amazing glazed ass for Christmas. Favorite football team? West Ass.
OK. Rosie, have you any bad habits?
Yeah, I mean, my worst one is I eat in bed. And that is not good when you're naked with cerebral palsy, drunk, and your choice of food is that 4-way dip. Without any bread. I like licking. Is that normal?
Hey, I'm just thrilled you weren't eating ass.
I've never heard it called a 4-way dip before.
What do you call it?
I don't.
4-way dip.
Yeah.
John, have you got a mascot?
No, I'm not doing one this week.
OK.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Let you into a little secret.
No.
Yeah.
Is it your...
You know, I'm not a selfish birthday boy. I share the fun for everyone, so a little bit of pass the parcel. Isn't it? So I've got some tunes ready to go. Here we go.
Wow.
There you go. Whey! It's a fun game for everyone, unless somebody falls, and then I'm liable.
You're regretting those heels now, though, aren't you? Oh, OK. Hang on, there's Rosie. Here you go.
There we go. Hey. There we go, look. That's a bit of fun, isn't it? I don't know if you can see the little detail.
Yeah, it says it's my official
Yeah.
birthday.
Yay! So it's not actually my birthday. Today's my official birthday, like the king. So I've got presents for everyone. You've all got a little party bag here. What colour do you want, Joe?
Orange.
Orange. There
Thank
you go.
you.
That's convenient. See what's inside. Go on, you can open it now. Everyone's got one.
It's a picture of John.
It's a picture of me.
Can I have a different colour?
What did you get, Phil?
I got a picture of John Richardson.
Well, that was the fucking fly past. I said to him, 10 past. £750,000, that. Bollocks, I've gone off the idea now. No, I don't want a second birthday. Oh, shit, anyway, you just die twice as fast, don't you? The Queen wasn't 96, she was only 58. 48. 48.
Well, good luck in the maths round. Phil, have you got a mascot?
I do have a mascot. It's a picture of myself from when I was 11 years old.
Oh, let's...
And they've done it in a way that makes me look like I'm running North Korea. Yeah, so this is me at 11 years old in Malaysia, and I'm playing Mr. Banks in my Malaysian primary school's production of Mary Poppins, which, for copyright reasons, we had to call Housekeeping the Musical. I was quite a big lad there. I was a real heartbreaker, but breaking my own heart with cholesterol. But yeah, this is me looking on from 11 years old, looking like a geisha who's also a darts player, just here to give me good luck and to look down on John.
Rosie, have you got a mascot?
Yeah, I do. Since I've been on here last, I have got massive, and now I get recognised everywhere I go, and it's so lovely. But some people go, "Oh, I know you. You're on fucking everything." So I thought, right, I can make more money from this, and I set up a streaming service where you can see all the shows that I've been on, called Rosie Flicks. Which is also how I do the sex. I was actually in Doctor Who, but they only let me do one episode because I kept dropping the fucking screwdriver. Next one. Yeah, people don't really know that I was in Broadchurch. I really enjoyed it, but unfortunately now I can't get too near Olivia Colman because I kept trying to shag her.
When you say you can't get too close to her, it's a restraining order, isn't it?
Yeah, potato. Also, on Rosie's list, there's a special section where you can see all the shows that I am not in. Click, you wouldn't see me on the Matt Singer. You'd be at home going, why's that woolly jumper got cerebral palsy? And the answer would be complications in the loom.
Joe, have you got a mascot?
Oh, yeah. I've brought along my 2 new pets.
Oh.
I've brought along my quite thin snake and my quite fat rabbit.
I'm not ashamed to say that scared the shit out of me for a second.
OK, I can see why production suggested I put them in 2 different boxes. Can we go again? I've brought along my 1 pet. My pregnant snake.
Is he pregnant with a rabbit?
Yeah, what an arsehole.
OK. Over in Dictionary Corner, it's Dr. John Cooper Clarke. Great to see you, John. You're looking... Well, you're still with us. That's the important thing.
That's the main thing.
John, your poems inspire so many people. What inspires you?
Oh, I don't know, Jimmy, all kinds of stuff, really. Cufflinks, gasoline, Vaseline, glass, propane, gas, paint, clocks, perfume, birdseed, chloroform, wax, ice, gravel, weaponry, slag, mud, mustard, scree, guano, silk, junk, divorce, and assorted sporting events. You know, stuff.
John Cooper Clarke, everyone. I can't believe I laughed. And with John, of course, it's Susie Dent. Susie is one of Britain's leading lexicographers, which sounds impressive until you try to name another one. Susie, is there anything we don't have a word for in English that you think we should?
Yes, there are lots, but normally you don't realise it until you see a word in another language and you think, why don't we have that? But sometimes we do. So there was this brilliant person on Twitter. I don't know who invented it. So, you know, come bin day, there's always one neighbour that puts their bins out
You've got a
first,
cum
and then the
bin.
rest of us follow. And you
What
are...
exactly is a cum bin?
When bin
Cum
day...
bin day is when we celebrate our cum bin. It comes once a year.
Doesn't it come round quick?
Is it cum bin?
Is it cum bin day again?
It doesn't matter what kind of bin it is, OK? It could be a cum bin, it could be a normal bin. You put your bin out first, you are a binfluencer.
Right.
I love that. It's really tickled me.
So the cum bin thing you just soldiered on. Cum bin day. Where will you be spending yours?
Think of all those lonely people spending cum day on their own. Breaks your heart, doesn't it? I'm actually volunteering this year.
Oh, God, that's going to be right up there with glory holes, isn't it?
I remember the glory holes thing.
I do as well. Well, I told you, I had no idea what you were all talking about until later. I just...
Well, wait until you Google cum bin. Is any of this broadcastable?
Some areas don't have one. You've got to take it to the tip.
Someone's nicked ours.
OK. And in charge of the numbers, it's Rachel Riley. Rachel used to work at a sandwich shop. God, that must have been boring. Every day the same, writing all those letters and numbers on the specials board. You must be glad you moved on from that, Rachel. Rachel, is it true you like taking photos of your husband when he's asleep?
Yeah. I only do it when he falls asleep somewhere weird, so I think he's fair game. More often than not, he's naked or just wearing pants.
Can we see those photos?
I'm glad you asked, Joe. That was actually come bin day Eve.
OK, the prize the teams will be competing for tonight is this, the Countdown Dog Training Kit. OK, let's count down, everyone. Time for the first game. Joe, Phil, you get the first pick of the letters.
Oh, cannot be asked. Do you mind?
Oh, yeah. Shall we have one consonant?
Yep. R.
Another consonant.
V.
Vowel.
O.
Another vowel.
I.
Another consonant.
S.
Oh.
Consonant.
N.
Vowel.
If we get a
You.
G, it's an ing.
Oh, yeah, so let's... OK, a consonant.
Keep constant until we get a G.
Did we, like, not shuffle these letters from the last show?
No
And
one...
what, out of interest, what did they come up
literally
with?
no one cares. Did we shuffle them? No.
Probably
Whose
not.
job was that? Yours.
Consonant. A G, please.
G. OK. S.
And for the first time today, here's the countdown clock. In there. I've knitted myself. What do you think?
I've never seen you look cute.
Look at that, then.
Oh my God! Oh, I am taking her round and we're having fun time.
Do you want I'll throw it over to you. Pretty good, I think. I've also I've done a Phil Wang.
Wow.
It's got your groin.
There's something in there for you. If you pass that along to Phil, there's something in the back pocket for you as well. A little detail.
Oh, there's a tiny condom.
I thought it would just be nice for when you lose your virginity. Done one for Joe, and it's got. I've done the flies. That's a strong cider.
Oh, you guys!
You can drink the strong cider, and then if you pull his pants down, I've done like sort of pubes coming out the bottom and the top. And John,
Better be
I've
the same
forgotten you.
size as all the rest.
And look, but the great thing is, look at that. You can see.
You bastard! You
A
bastard!
little tiny bald spot on the top.
Oh, you put your finger through the bald spot, do you?
Yeah.
Wow, how upsetting.
Right, Rosie, how many?
Oh, 5.
5. OK, John, how many?
5.
Joe, how many?
5 or a misspelt 7.
Phil, what have you got?
A 6.
You got 6.
One more than 5.
OK, Rosie, what's your 5?
Burns.
John, your 5?
Same. Yeah.
Same. Burns.
Also burns.
Joe, your 5?
Snubs.
And Phil, your 6 for the points.
This is for 6.
Oh, for 6, I have robins. Oh, as in
lovely.
numerous birds.
Lovely.
6 points to Phil.
Numerous
Oh,
birds.
numerous.
John, Susie, could they have done any better?
There was a 7. Suborns.
Suborn. So to suborn someone is to bribe them.
All right, so at the end of that, Joe and Phil are in the lead with 6 points.
Love you a lot.
On to our first numbers round. OK, John, Rosie, your turn to pick the numbers.
1 big, 5 small, please.
1 big, 5 little coming up. And the 5 little ones, 6, 4, 4, 3, and 3. And the big one, 75. And the target. Oh, no. Can I pick again?
Don't move.
Please. Okay, your time starts now.
No.
I'm not sure I can fucking do this. Yes!
Look how happy he is. Look how happy.
Oh, yeah.
OK, Joe, did you get it?
1 away, Jimmy. 1, 5, 4.
Phil, did you get it?
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
OK, John, did you get it?
Did you get it?
Yeah, baby.
I got it.
How did you get it, baby?
Okay, baby. 6 minus 4 equals 2.
Yep.
Times 75 plus 3.
Plus the 3.
Phil, did you do it the same way?
Same way.
OK, 10 points to both teams. Time to go across now to Dictionary Corner. Dr. John Cooper Clarke, do you have a poem for us?
I do. This is quite a romantic little tune, this. I've been living in Essex for the last 30 years, so at last this is an opportunity to slough off this tiresome northern accent they forced me to adopt and get back to my Essex roots on this one. So it's called The Hanging Gardens of Basildon. The bluebirds sang our favourite tune that scented summer's afternoon. When the shadows vanish and the flowers swoon, it's her sweet face what dazzled them by the Hanging Gardens of Basildon. So long, Charlene, see you, Shirl. I'm strong in it with an Essex girl. One of the several wonders of the world. Turn left at Dagenham for the Hanging Gardens of Basildon. The redwood forest is a bunch of sticks. The wall of China's a pile of bricks. The pyramids mean less than nicks. It's the A13 I travel on. To the Hanging Gardens. I beg your pardon, I said the Hanging Gardens of Baden-Baden. No! The Hanging Gardens of Basildon. Hanging Gardens.
Thank you, John Cooper Clarke, everyone. And here is your teaser. The words are penis gel. The clue is lie back and close your eyes. That's penis gel, lie back and close your eyes. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the tease. The words were penis gel. The clue was lie back and close your eyes. It was, of course, sleeping. So, Joe and Phil are in the lead. They've been playing in teams so far, but this game is just for Joe and Rosie. So, Rosie, your turn to choose.
I'll have a consonant, please.
Thank you, Rosie. M.
And another.
F.
One more.
K.
And a vowel.
A.
A vowel.
E.
A consonant.
T.
A consonant.
G.
You're really
A
haunting me.
vowel.
U.
Please stop. Just have the points.
Consonant.
All right, while you crack on with that, I'm going to get a back crack and sack wax. Your time starts now. Oh, let's pop these off. And off these come. Lovely. Now, this isn't going to hurt, is it? Ooh. And a lot of people think it's painful, but I liked it. Rosie, what have you got? How many?
4.
All right.
Yeah.
Joe, how many?
I've got a baker's dozen as well. 4.
Rosie, what's your 4?
Mate.
I've got a horrific view here, I've just noticed. All I can see is a brown arrow.
What's your 4-letter word?
Who gives a shit? Look at that. I got gate.
Well, 4 points to both teams.
Yeah.
Now,
Fair play. Take the lead.
John?
Hello there.
Joe, I haven't waxed you in ages.
It has been weeks.
Do you want to get waxed?
Yeah, could you put some trousers on?
Yeah, I'll put my trousers on. All right, come over. There you go. Right.
Just
Jump up
from
there.
the navel down, please.
Just sit on the edge there. Just roll up your trouser leg. We'll just do your... We do your leg. Have you got hairy legs?
I've got really nice legs, Paula. Yeah, they're nice. What are you doing? What are you doing? What don't...
Yeah, there you go. You... And then just rip that off.
I'll have that, actually.
You stick that on there. Oh, come on! I suddenly really didn't like that.
Right. John, are we doing your leg?
You can take my tail.
What?
I've got a little fluffy tail on my back.
Oh, we'll do that for you.
Can I get
Just
rid of
put
my-
your hands on the bench.
Yeah.
We'll handle this. Let's have a look at it first.
Oh,
John,
that
could
is,
you turn to your right, just so we can see your face on that? OK. Oh, my God. All right, should we... You know, it's just a thing guys do for each other.
Yeah.
That felt like we got some traction there. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much. Oh, I liked that.
Did
Is it bad? Yeah, I liked that.
Remember we were playing Countdown?
Hold on.
John, Susie, could they have done any better?
Just a 6.
Mutate.
OK, so at the end of that, John and Rosie have 14 points. Joe and Phil are in the lead with 20. Right now, time for John and Phil to go head-to-head. Phil, your turn to pick the numbers.
I'll do 2 big ones.
I feel like you two are probably like the best mathematicians we have on, and you're just going for 2? You don't want to up the stakes?
OK, let's neither of us get it with 3. That's
3.
not a good deal.
3 large, 3 little. We've got 8, 10, 4, 25, 75, and 100. And the target, 809.
OK, and your time starts now.
Yes. Oh, man. Go on, son.
OK, so the target was 809. Phil, did you get it?
I think I did.
John, did you get it?
Yes.
Phil, how did you do it?
8 times 100 is 800.
Yep.
And then you plus 10
Yep.
is 810,
It is.
as they say. And then 75 divided by 25 is 3.
It is.
And then the remaining 4, take away the 3, gives you 1.
Yep.
And then 810 minus that 1 is 809.
You are magnificent.
This is what being good at sport must feel like.
John, did you do it the same way?
Yeah, but with slightly less back hair.
10 points to both teams. Time once again to go across to Dictionary Corner. Dr. John Cooper Clarke, have you got another poem for us?
Yes, I do, Jimmy. Now, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I spend a lot of time at the doctors, so I know what I'm talking about here. They got a word for you if you go into hospital now and you're over 60. Bed blocker. Well, charming. You go in there, you're over 60. Starts with the gentle hint. You wake up the first morning. There's a one-way ticket to Switzerland on your pillow. Never been a better time to be alive, never been a worse time to be old in this respect. Anyway, as I say, I spend a lot of time at the doctor's. That's how I know about all that. I've never met the but I spend a lot of time there. Goes with the therapy. This one's called Bed Blocker Blues. I got a poem about it. Here it is. What me worry? I should care. Shit for brains, wire for hair. I seen the future, I ain't there. Things are gonna get worse. Velcro slippers and a spandex waistman washed up on planet wasteland, zips up like a nylon spaceman. Things are gonna get worse. Things are gonna get worse, nurse. Things are gonna get rotten. Make that hearse reverse, nurse. I'm trying to remember everything that I've forgotten. A menace in the box, I was good in the air. Now I can't get up from an easy chair. The doctor told me, oh yeah, things are gonna get worse. Things are gonna get worse, nurse. Things are gonna get crappy. Colour me perverse, nurse. Bad news always makes me happy. The money's gone, there's only muck. Social services past the buck. How bad does it gotta suck now? Things are gonna get worse. Things are gonna get worse, nurse. Things are gonna get dismal. Smite me with a curse, nurse. Make it something real abysmal. All that's left is a taste of soup. Afternoon reruns of F-Troop and a painful frame with a built-in stoop, and things are gonna get worse. Things are gonna get worse, nurse. I ain't optimistic. Struck down by inertia, nurse, in a bungalow smelling of piss and biscuits. Life's a bitch, it's a bit rich, doubled up with a permanent stitch. Any kind of effort would be so last ditch. Things are gonna get worse. Young people make me swear, you can't take me anywhere. I'm like a breath of stale air, a walking one-man medical scare. Things are gonna get worse. Hail seizure, hello stroke. So many pills a bloke could choke. I can't decide from what to croak. Things are gonna get worse. Things are gonna get worse, nurse. Murder by logistics. Take me back to the first verse. The last one's just too pessimistic. Euthanasia, that sounds good. A neutral alpine neighbourhood, then back to Britain all dressed in wood. Things were gonna get worse, apparently.
Dr. John Cooper Clarke. And here is your teaser. The words are sour butt. The clue is that was strong. That's sour butt. That was strong. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the tease. The words were sour butt. The clue was that was strong. It was, of course, outburst. Before we go on, a chance for our teens to win some bonus points in honour of Dr. John Cooper Clarke being with us this evening. We've asked our players to write a poem about something that means a lot to them. John will be judging, of course, and the winning poem gets 5 bonus points. John, you're up first.
So, my poem is about language. It's about words, something I care about. It's called Potsolans.
Are you pronouncing that correctly?
Susie, am I pronouncing that?
What's it called?
Potsolans.
Yeah, Pozzolana. Should I explain what it is?
You don't need to explain.
No,
It's
because
all
you're
in the
about to
poem,
tell
mate.
us.
Someone got a 9-letter word but had no clue what it meant. So over we trot, pen cap in hand, for the verdict of Susie Dent. It's a class of silicious or aluminous materials possessing little or no cementitious value until combined with water and calcium hydroxide. Oh. I don't mean to criticise brilliant minds or be any way demeaning, but what is the point of even knowing the word if you don't also know the meaning? The words I favour have a different flavour and they erupt from your bowels when they're needed. The middle classes just polish their glasses and whine, who said that? I say we did. I'm not anti-semantic or unromantic, and I know le mot juste is worth sharing, but if you want my opinion, in the United Kingdom, we're particularly good at swearing. I'll tell you for free, with immeasurable glee, I'm fucked, he's a twat, and it's bollocks.
John Cooper Clarke, we go to you for commentary.
That was very intense, and I'd have to be stupid not to like it.
Did you like it? Phil.
Oh, good. My poem is a bit shorter, but I make up for it with passion.
Well, I can hear it in your voice.
This poem is dedicated to people who talk loudly on the train. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fucking fuck up. This is a train, you pigs. People are trying to cry. I want to look out the window in silence and regret my fucking life. Instead, I've got to hear you complain about your sandwich to your wife. I hope you choke on that Branston pickle and Branston fucking die.
Terrific.
Rosie, your poem.
I've written a love poem about my greatest passion in life. Bursting full and flouncing, or contained, petite, and barely bouncing. One true passion in life I hold close to my chest. Boobies, breasts, titties, honkers are what I love best. I am not a poet, but this I know to be true. Every owner of a sensational pair, I love you.
I didn't really get it. What was it about? Well, I'm glad you did that, not me. Joe, your poem.
My poem's about something very special to me. We all follow through occasionally. We all occasionally accidentally shit ourselves. But what's important is what you do afterwards. So this poem's about the last time I shat myself in public. I felt the sharp, recognisable pain, and out it came. I didn't want anyone to know that I'd shat myself again. So I stood up and shouted, "Oi! Someone's just shoved shit down the back of my tracksuit bottom." No one leaves this optician's until we find out the truth. The optician knew I was lying because it was only me and her in there. and she was almost certain she hadn't shoved shit down the back of my tracksuit. I continued to read from the eye chart on the wall like nothing had happened. But she politely ushered me to leave. I tried to book another appointment, but she was having none of it. As that was the third time I shat myself at her clinic that week alone.
Dr. John Cooper Clarke, what do you think of
I
Joe's
call
poem?
that lifestyle advice I hope I will never have any use for. That's unrepeatably fabulous.
Oh, hello.
Terrific.
Dr. John Cooper Clarke, who gets the 5 bonus points?
Well, look, you've all got 5 out of a possible 5, and I'm going to leave it there.
Someone's got to get the 5 points.
Joe.
Joe's getting the 5 points. Yes.
This is happening!
OK, on with the game. Joe and Phil, you've got to choose the letters.
May I have a consonant, please? And please try and spell a word.
OK. You're going to start with a J.
Oh.
Vowel, please.
A.
Consonant. You, I'm going for
F.
you. Oh. Another F.
Jaffa cakes and I.
A vowel, please.
E.
A consonant.
D.
Consonant, please.
R.
Vowel, please.
U.
An I.
An I. Consonant.
An
No, what's that?
Vowel, yeah.
yeah.
Try vowel.
A.
Nice.
All right, and your time starts now. Good luck with that.
Bloody hell.
So, Joe, how many?
A risky 5.
OK, Phil, how many?
A safe 5.
John, how many?
I'll try a 6.
Rosie?
5.
All right, Rosie, you're 5?
Fraud.
It's not fraud necessarily.
Ooh.
Sometimes it could just be an accounting error. Joe, you're 5?
Raged.
Phil?
Grade.
Oh, even better.
It's the same number.
Oh, yeah.
Of letters.
OK, you're 6 for the points. John?
Well, fudger. One who fudges.
Oh, come on.
It's not. No, it's not.
Oh.
No.
Well, 5 points to both teams.
Oh, this is incredible.
John, Susie, could they have done any better?
6 was
6.
the best.
Argued.
OK, so at the end of that, Joe and Phil are in the lead with 40 points.
What? Wow.
And here is your final teaser. The words are, so do I rub, and the clue is, keep it in the bedroom. That's so do I rub, keep it in the bedroom. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser, the words were, so do I rub, and the clue was, keep it in the bedroom. It was, of course, boudoirs. OK, time for our final letters game. John, Rosie, your turn to choose.
Consonant. Then a vowel.
And an E.
Then a vowel.
I.
A consonant.
N.
Then a consonant.
L.
Then a consonant.
P.
Absolutely maddening, isn't it?
Then a vowel.
Honestly, I'm not going to
U.
sleep tonight.
Consonant.
One
D.
more and it's over.
Then a consonant.
Oh, thank
R.
the fuck for that.
Right.
OK, your 30 seconds starts. Is the music not? Hang on, bring in some tap and I'll drum it. Thanks, Fabio. OK, your time starts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now. John, how many?
An 8.
Rosie, how many?
5.
Yeah, OK. Joe, how many?
An 8.
Yeah, but you haven't, have you?
Fucking have. I am holding it in and I'm so annoyed at you.
Phil, how many?
6. Just 6 for me, I'm sorry.
OK. Rosie, what's your 5?
Spine.
Spine. Phil, you're 6?
Ripens.
OK, Joe, you're 8.
Plunders.
What? Joe Wilkinson. Joe Wilkinson, no.
I've never wanted to take my trousers and pants off more.
John?
The same.
Hold on, that seems to be a little bit of a coincidence, John.
8 points to both teams.
Let's ruin it.
John, Susie, could they have done any better?
We got a 9.
You got a 9. What's the 9?
Underlips.
Can we use it in a sentence, please?
Susie, what is the dictionary definition?
It's just the lower lips
Oh.
of a person or an animal.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, John and Rosie have 37 points. Joe and Phil are in the lead with 48. They've already gone and bloody done it. OK, fingers on buzzers. It's time for today's Countdown Conundrum. Ready? Your time starts now.
Well, we've won, so I couldn't give a shit.
OK, let's restart the clock. John?
Answering.
John Richardson in 1 second. John and Rosie have 47 points. Just one ahead. Joe and Phil are the winners with 48 points. Congratulations, you're now the proud owner of this, the Countdown Dog Training Kit. Thanks to all our panelists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you watching at home, that's it from us. Good night.